Okay, hello everyone, I'm TJ from TJMB Traveling. Welcome back to the channel. We recently spent 7 days exploring Cyprus, and in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down exactly how much we spent during our week-long adventure there. So Cyprus is a beautiful Mediterranean island known for its stunning beaches, rich history, and delicious cuisine. We spent 7 days exploring this amazing place, and we're excited to share our experiences, and now I'm excited to share our costs with you. Remember, these costs are for 2 people, and everyone has different needs and spending habits. Normally we do these in like a living month by month situation. This one is only going to be our 1 week vacation, so it's going to be even more up to you about how you choose to spend your time and your money. This video is just meant to give you a general idea of how much things cost in Cyprus. If you enjoy these cost breakdown videos, obviously this one is going to be a bit different because it's only a week. If you do find them valuable, please let me know in the comments below, and also give this video a thumbs up so that we know that wherever we go, we'll make sure to do one of these styles of videos. This was our first time in Cyprus, and the reason that we traveled to Paphos in the first place was to attend one of my best friend's wedding. And we thought, if we're going to spend money to go there, why not stay there for a week and properly enjoy what this amazing island has to offer? And really, that was the best decision. We fell in love with Cyprus, and in making these videos, we really want to go back. We more than recommend that you would visit, and we have a playlist with a few of our adventures whilst we were there already up on the channel, so go check them out in the card above or in the description below. And without further ado, let's get going with our full costs. So flights and accommodation are going to go together because even though we don't usually book anything like holiday packages, in this case, it was way cheaper than booking the 2 things separately. We booked our whole thing through easyJet holidays. We flew from London with our flights and accommodation all included, and the total of which was $1,672.59. Obviously, these prices are normally going to be listed in euros or pounds or wherever you're spending, but for us, we'll just break them down in dollars because that's what we usually do. Once again, this included both of our round-trip flights, but it also included checked bags, an entire week in a 4-star hotel, and transfer to and from the airport, although we didn't quite use it because we got our own transportation, which I'll talk about in a second. We thought it was quite expensive for just a week of flights and accommodation, considering what we've previously done on our channel, but this was the cheapest deal within reason available to us. But really, we would just recommend booking early to avoid such steep prices. Transportation. Normally, this isn't much of a category for us, but since we had planned to do many adventures during our 1 week stay in Cyprus, it made perfect sense for us to rent a car. This gave us the freedom to go wherever we wanted, whenever we wanted. We rented a car through discovercars.com, which we found to be the cheapest and most reliable option available. Booking through discovercars.com was also super easy. You just go to discovercars.com, select the country and the dates, and it displays a bunch of different options for you. It's really straightforward and user-friendly, and if you want to know more, check out the link in our description, and I'll put a pinned comment of the link that you can get it through as well. The rental for us cost $166.88 for the entire week. We also opted for full coverage at an additional $72.71. We thought this was a pretty good deal. The car worked out really well for us, and we were thrilled with our choice. One thing that I should note is that we weren't ever at any point pressured into lots of different upgrades that we were told were absolutely necessary, but you don't actually have to do them. So we were really happy that that didn't happen to us in this instance. There were, however, 2 extra costs for transportation throughout the week, one of which was $55.20 for the gasoline or petrol, which actually was quite reasonable for a whole week of the traveling that we did. We also took 1 Uber during our trip, which was to get from the wedding reception back to a hotel in the middle of the night, and that cost us $26.50. It was a bit of a hefty Uber, it was late at night, and it was a long trip, so actually this wasn't that bad. So our food and dining options are one of the areas that we always get a bit of feedback from in the comments. Some people thinking that we're spending way too much, others thinking that we're not spending enough and enjoying ourselves. For us, it's just our choices. And surprisingly for us, we had no idea how good the food in Cyprus actually was. We are quite picky since we are vegan and we try to eat as healthy as possible for our training goals. But honestly, hats off to the Cypriot food and the coffee as well. We really enjoyed all of the dining experiences that we had whilst we were there. We ate out pretty much every single day, sometimes twice a day. And as we were only there for a week, we weren't really trying to save money or spend too much time in our own apartment cooking or anything. So we did try lots of different vegan restaurants, cafes, and some finer dining places. And we even went to a place where we had the most amazing vegan meze we've ever had in our lives. And if you want to check that out, I'll put the video in the card above, and I'll also put it in the description below. That being said, our total for the week, are you ready for this? This is quite high. For the entire week, we spent $489.09 just for the two of us, just for our food and coffee throughout the week. We also picked up some groceries for snacks, breakfasts, and I think 1 or 2 other meals that we had during the week, and that ended up costing us $56.30. So that was like fruits, bread, oats, and some other essentials. Okay, so activities and entertainment. We'll look at activities kind of first, even like in the physical sense of activity, because if you've been watching our channel for some time, you know that we like to maintain our training routine even whilst traveling, especially because each destination also presents an opportunity to explore a new Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gym and meet some really nice people. True to form, that's exactly what we did in Cyprus. We visited a local gym to hit the weights 3 times, which ended up costing us $66 between the two of us. And they were very good facilities, so we were willing to pay that, especially because we only went the 3 times. And of course, we couldn't miss out on our BJJ training. We had a fantastic time at Athos BJJ, where we paid $44.35 between the two of us. Obviously, these numbers are a little bit skewed because we paid them in euros and then we just convert them to dollars, but you get the idea. We're absolutely willing to spend a little bit of money and a decent bit of time just to maintain our training routine as part of our active lifestyle when we're traveling. It's just something that we really do enjoy and we don't regret it, especially the BJJ training. The people at Athos were fantastic. We enjoyed training with them and spending time in their company. Thoroughly recommend, if you are training jiu-jitsu anywhere near Paphos, to go to Athos BJJ. Now, as far as entertainment goes, outside of the wedding, we also did so much exploring. To be exact, we took a day tour to the Blue Lagoon. Links for that video is going to be in the description below. We visited the ancient tombs, and we also spent some time really chilling out, relaxing on the beach on some rented sun loungers. We also did a lot of walking around and general exploring. Of course, that is free of charge. So the other entertainment activities totaled $80.38. That's for the Blue Lagoon tour, beach chairs, and checking out the Tomb of the Kings. And then finally, miscellaneous vacation expenses. Everywhere we go, we do like to get some souvenirs to bring home to our families. Of course, when we're looking at a monthly cost breakdown, this probably doesn't feature, but for this, we thought we might as well include it. And yes, we do it everywhere we go. It's part of our tradition. So we picked up some fridge magnets, tote bags, and other souvenirs, spending $33.26. We also did laundry 3 times with the activity that we mentioned, and also getting my gear ready for the wedding. That ended up costing us $22.17. So adding it all up, our grand total for just 1 week came to, oh my God, $2,785.68 for 7 amazing days in Paphos, Cyprus. Of course, if you've watched this channel and you've watched my cost breakdowns before, you'll know that this is close to, if not over, some of the monthly costs that we would spend in places in Southeast Asia, for example. But sometimes this is what you got to do. We did have an amazing time exploring Cyprus, enjoying some incredible food, celebrating one of my best friend's wedding, and really truly embracing life and having a proper relaxing vacation. Obviously, that's what separates this trip from most of our other trips where we're just sort of living. And we hope this cost breakdown does help you potentially plan your own Cypriot adventure, or even just compare different costs to different costs. Remember, these expenses reflect our own personal lifestyle. Your costs are always going to vary depending on your own travel preferences. Just use as a bit flexible guide to either help you plan your trip or just become more knowledgeable on how much you would expect to spend on different vacations and different places. If you've made it this far, we'd be thrilled if you would like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more travel tips and lots of different cost breakdowns all over the world. If you've got questions about our Cyprus trip, drop them in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer. And also the comments really do help us out with the YouTube algorithm. I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.